Hello, everybody, and welcome. To, and we are live. We're back. We haven't been live in a while. This is the New Year's Eve edition of Two Legs. And Andy, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that stuff. We haven't
There it
talked in a
is.
while. Yeah, see, that's just for you. And how you doing, man?
Good to see you. I mean, we've talked. We actually haven't gone
Yeah,
live since
right.
Get
Get
Back.
back.
So it's been a minute. We've been running around, and no, it's just
Yeah,
good to see you again live, and uh, end the year here. I know we did our kind of year in review show, which went out on
yeah,
Christmas Day, which we kind of
right,
recapped all the McCartney Beatle mania of 21.
right.
We just figured if we could do it tonight, we would just go live for a little bit, catch up, talk about our holidays, things we've acquired in our collecting, and just see how everybody's
Yeah.
Christmas was and New Year's, and then what's in store for everybody else.
Right. Yeah. So, hello, everybody out there. Glad to see you. Ollie, Tom, Oliver. Well, Beans. You got
Beans was on it.
Chris.
Yeah, hi, low
Yeah.
Beans,
Yeah.
Tony.
Tony. How you guys doing? Glad to see you, Rory. Glad you guys are here. And Closet. Hope everybody had a great Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever it is you guys celebrated. And you know, all the best. Thank you, my
Yeah,
friend.
it's. I know it's a little bit of a messed up time of the year, especially depending on where you are in the world, in your part of the world. But I know that people's plans. I mean, here we are on New Year's Eve. I know I had plans that have just been thwarted because of what's been going on.
Right.
Got a little bit kind of hasn't really been feeling good the last couple of days anyway myself, and kind of
Okay.
just hunkered down. But I'm feeling better now. So
All right. Cool. Glad to
it's
hear
but
that.
yeah, no, I know. How about you, brother?
Not bad. Brad and James, good to see you guys. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, we just been chilling. Had a nice 4 day weekend last weekend for Christmas, so that was nice. It was really just nice to be able to do something else besides podcasting. Because we're taking a break here from Talk More Talk as well.
You
I've
are
been able,
right.
yeah, we've been able to catch up. I've been able to catch up on a bunch of movies. I got a pile of movies over here that I've been trying to, catch up on. So it's been great to take my mind off McCartney, for a while. So,
Just a
but
bit. I mean, well,
just a
because
bit, yeah.
that the Get Back and the book and the Let It Be and
Right, right.
it was pretty busy there in October and November for a while with all the
Oh
Beatles
man.
Get Back stuff and then going live and reacting and well, that's just our show. We just do. I mean,
Right.
you've got to do it for Talk More Talk and like live life. So you're a busy guy.
Yeah, it was, but somehow I fit it all in. But it is what it is. I enjoy doing it. It's when it's still fun. It's still fun for me to hang out with you and to talk more talking, and it's fun to hang out with everybody that in the comment section, all our fans and and friends that watch. It's funny because I was talking with Tom Brennan. Messaged me earlier, and he was saying that he was still reading the McCartney book, and I was just like, look, I just needed to take a break from all of that stuff. I'll get back to the lyrics book here,
Yeah,
in a week or so. But I just needed a refresher. I just needed to get away.
you have
From the
to.
a couple people asked me to join them for other things, and I was just like, I just need to step back for a little bit and just take a break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the way that we do our show is conducive to you being able to do that because we record, we post, and we give
Right.
ourselves those buffers of 4 or 5
Right.
days where
Right.
if we
Right.
record and then we post, it's we can kind of not be bogged down with it. So it's kind
Right.
of works
Right.
out. It works out with how we, unless we interview somebody on a special date or something, which we have to do
Right.
according to their availability. But
Exactly. Yeah.
for the most part, we have a formula and a format that flows and has been successful and hasn't been too demanding for you
Right.
or me. And still balance.
Yeah. I mean, it just really all depends on how much research needs to go into the
Yeah,
into
like
the
like
show.
like
Like
like when we did best friend
right.
part
Exactly.
three. That
Right.
was a pretty intensive show on your part with all the notes you did. Just
Right.
for the show. It's easy when we can just do a show where we're reacting and responding to something, but
Yeah, I mean,
when
it's
you got to
easy
do,
because, well, I mean, thanks to you with this, getting you recommending this book right here.
mm,
This really saved a lot of time right here. The Beatles after the breakup, 70 to
oh,
2000.
it's great because it's
So
all
this was a
dated. It's all
lifesaver. Yeah,
big,
exactly.
big. I'm sure you, that was it's a very useful book for reasons like that and shows and
Right.
guests that we've had on and stuff like that. I mean, and
Yeah.
make sure you pick up his other one though too off the
I
record.
will. I will. Yeah, I'll grab that one too. I mean, this is one that I just picked up recently too. I don't know if you can see it right there. Julius was fast.
Yes, yeah,
Beatles. Yeah, the real story. The jacket's a little beat up, but I haven't seen one in this good shape in a while. So I just picked it up and just skimmed through it right now. But looks like it's good.
yeah. Um,
You know?
yeah, I know you got it a while ago, and I told you I think I got it about 2 weeks ago, about a week ago. The all the songs book.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Which you had it and I had gone through it. It's not okay, so it's not every song, but he touches on
Right.
about 3 or 4 songs from every album, and
Right.
that's refreshing. I mean, I thought it was well done. I mean, did you make your way through all that book yet? I really enjoy it.
No, no, not yet. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see, because I know he talks about each album as well, and then he'll go into the
Right.
stories for a couple of songs. So, but yeah, no, not really. But like I said, I mean, we should take a look at it, maybe review it in a show or something.
I
But
would like to do that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That's a nice
um,
book. I mean, it's just on the solo stuff.
right.
Got a question there. Are you guys looking at any surprise guests? I'll leave that up to Tom.
Well, it's funny because, well, and plus I just want to thank Ali here for saying that the best show was with the Driving Rain keyboardist right there.
Gabe Dixon.
Gabe Dixon. Yeah, that was yeah, a wonderful interview. He definitely gave us a good hours worth of his time. Talked about his experience working with McCartney. So that was great. And yeah, I plan on doing that as well. I mean, the frustrating thing is that when we have a musician on that has worked with McCartney in some aspect, it just doesn't get as much views as, say, like other shows that we've done. Which is
No.
in a way is a little disappointing. But yeah, I mean, I definitely plan on
Well,
getting
think
more
about it. Think about it,
musicians on the
Tom.
show.
You've got to be a really hardcore fan to like Driving
Yeah,
Rain. Okay, number one.
right,
Number
right,
two, you have to be even more of a hardcore fan if you want to hear about a keyboardist that is
right,
largely unknown
right,
that plays on the album. We, as McCartney fans, are trying to give him his time in the sun to you
right,
know
exactly,
get
right,
highlighted and showcased. But to your point, they're not typically the more popular episodes are the ones when we go
right,
live or we react, which to your
right.
point is frustrating. I agree.
It's a little frustrating because you know what? I mean, Jerry Murata has just got
Oh,
he's got a wonderful resume.
we could have talked to
Wonderful.
him for like 2 days,
Yeah, exactly. And he would have done it too.
and he would have.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, exactly. And some of the stories they told were amazing, but it's just frustrating that it just doesn't get the views as, say, like the ranking the tracks did, or the reaction or the unboxing videos.
That we've
So, but
done.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely get some more. I'll definitely start being on the prowl here for some more guests soon. And yeah, we're always looking for people. Yeah, Chris
Yeah, we
Thomas
want
and
him.
Sandy.
We
Yeah,
want
yeah,
him. I want him like bad.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
yeah,
Yeah, and then and we got to interview him in 2018 to talk,
yeah,
talk
yeah.
more talk
Tom
at the White Album Symposium.
and Monmouth.
So
Yeah. So I would love to. We got to work on that for 2022.
oh yeah, because not only you got Back to the Egg, but you also got Run Devil Run. He
Yeah,
also
White
did
Album.
mixes. Yeah, well, he also did mixes for the proposed all the cold cuts there in the mid
Yep,
'80s.
yep.
Hey Macca, how you doing, Harry? Good to see you. But yeah, we're gonna keep getting trying to get more and more people, and I really, and the thing is also is I try not to let anybody know too, because
Right. Oh,
not
because
only you want to
once
keep it a secret, but you also want to make sure that you interview the person first before you promote it, because anything can happen. You know what I
right,
mean? You can
you
book
gotta
somebody,
you gotta book it, and we
right?
record it, and then we tell
Right,
everybody we're doing
right,
it.
exactly. Because you can book it, but something will something could happen to where schedules end up not meshing together. Somebody's life gets put upside down or whatever. But it's possible. So yeah, yeah,
I don't know if it was 21 or 20. I think again it might have been 2020 when we interviewed Julian Mendelson. I think that was
yeah.
2020, right?
Right,
Yeah, that's another again. That was a big
right.
big score for us in
Um,
terms of somebody who worked with him.
Yeah, Chris Solovic.
Yep.
He was having problems with his author Chris Solovic. He was having problems with his internet connection or
Mm.
connecting into video, so he almost gave up on the interview. And we are like, no, just try it one more time. And then luckily, he got on. The internet, his connection was bad, so we just ended up
We
doing
went
the audio.
audio. We only did
Yeah,
audio. Right. Right. Right.
yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah.
Um,
Yes, we will, Harry. I promise you we'll get to that. I know, man. I know. Don't worry.
what's that?
Oh, the 40 picture sleeve 45s
Oh, right.
from
Well,
around the
that's
world.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
That's
get
you
there,
guys,
buddy.
the
Yeah.
wings collectors. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, there you go. So yeah, we're definitely, I mean, we've got some authors already planned. There's this Hey Jude book coming out, I think in March, and we're going to be talking to the author James Campion. He's wrote several books on musicians. I know he wrote a Kiss book. I know he wrote some other music books on musicians as well. So we talking about that. Our friend Owen Ling,
Yep.
he's writing a George Harrison book, which will be out soon. So we'll have him on. To help him promote that as well in the future. Kiddo Tool is going to be our first guest. Uh,
Yep.
this month, we're going to be talking about an album which I'll be showing here in a little bit. Robert, how you doing, my friend? Good to
Hey,
see you.
Robert.
Yes, we
Thank
just
you,
saw you a
Brad.
minute ago.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Brad. He did his thesis on the college and the Beatles. Well, I did too for my master's degree, so he's not the only one. Um, but thank you for that. Well, maybe we'll hit you up on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Mal Evans book diary. Well, that's 2023 now, right?
Yeah, that's going to be 2023, and that's going to be 2 books. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And our friend Ken Womack is
Thank God.
already well into working on the book, and it's going to be amazing. Ken
Mm.
Womack is going to do an amazing job with
That's
the
another
book.
that's another person in the Beatles story that really needs to be told the right way, and it's going to be, which is great.
Right.
I honestly, the only thing I think that is still needed, and then maybe Ken's working on this or not, is a real proper biography on Brian Epstein.
Maybe, and Neil Aspinall as well.
Yeah, but
Possibly.
Brian too. I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
hard it would be. I don't know how easy it would be to do now because so many of the principal people have
Right.
passed on. But a proper, Lewis and Womack type volume on Epstein would really be appreciated, I'm
Yes.
sure, and
Oh
needed.
yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was the graphic novel that came out.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. We don't need any. I mean, we're slowly research here. That's what we need to
Right.
see.
Right. Maybe Andy can
Uh,
take us through his thesis.
if you want to read it, all you got to do is email me, and I'll send you a copy of it. How about that?
There you go. Email twolegspodcast@gmail.com, and maybe Andy can hook you up on that thesis, Ollie.
I'll send you. And it's not on Lennon and McCartney. It's actually on Wings. Believe it or not. Shocker. It's not on the Beatles. It's
Yeah.
on Wings.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I can tell you guys right off, I am not running out of ideas for show ideas, and I won't be running out of show ideas for a long time. And plus, Annie's been coming up with some great show ideas as well. Again, we're going to show a 45 here of a show that we're going to be doing. So maybe in April. Maybe.
Yes.
Well, yes, you'll see. Gary, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Thank you. Happy
Gary.
New
Happy
Year.
New Year, man.
Yeah, it's gotta be it's gotta be New Year there in the UK now, right?
Oh, it was well after that. It's all
Yeah,
just about 8:15 here on the East Coast, so 9, 10, 11,
yeah.
12. Yo,
So
it's about
five.
one. Yeah, about
Yep,
one.
there you
So
go.
happy New Year! Happy New Year to those that are already celebrating.
Right.
Um, yeah. Oh,
Cool. So was James here. So one of the things I've been thinking of is how different All Things Must Pass would have been if Glenn Johns produced it.
oh,
Yeah,
probably less wall of sound. That's for sure.
right. Exactly.
Less wall of sound. No one has interviewed Stefan Grandios this year about those were the days 2.0 book about Apple. Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, and speaking of Apple, the fourth installment of the A is for Apple books by Apcor
AppCore, what a
that'll be
wonderful.
coming. Oh
That
man,
talk about things we bought this year, and you Tom turned me onto this series, and man,
right.
that whopper of a book is on my coffee table in there, and
You got the Mock Show one though, right?
I got the mock show,
Yeah, yeah,
Thorsten's
yeah.
book, and
Right.
what a fascinating book that is, just on that Hamburg period alone. It was not cheap, but man, and
No.
you turned me onto that series and that book, so thank you for that because it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, all three of those A's for Apple books are excellent as well. So I'm really looking forward to volume four for that as well.
And which is going to
And
be on what, Tom?
which is gonna be what? What do you mean?
What is Volume 4 going to be on?
Oh, it's gonna finish 69 and go up to April 70, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. I can say no more.
Say no more. Please say no more. Please
Listen.
say no more.
Well, we have had Axel Corneth on the show. We went back when David was still on the show, and then what else? And then we also had Sarah Schmidt on as well. I think that was for when part two came out because Sarah Schmidt wrote this a great piece that was on. I think it was 2 and 3 about the Apple Scruffs.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was really good as well. So but yeah, a lot of stuff. Do you guys like the Velvet Underground? I've never been a big Velvet Underground fan, to be honest with you.
Same.
Um
Lou Reed
yeah,
solo a little bit, but not
yeah.
so much the Velvet. Not really. No.
Yeah, I appreciate what they did. I mean, I've had their records before, and I really just couldn't get into them, to be honest with you.
Same.
Uh, same with
Respect.
Zappa. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
same with
Zappa.
Zappa. You know, it's never been able to get into that stuff. But anyways, but yeah, a lot of stuff coming up. But you went to you got out to the record store today?
I did. I didn't think I was going to be able to, and then a friend of mine was like, "Oh, you want to go see if there's anything?" I hadn't been to this one store in a while, and again, not really looking for anything in particular, but as one does when they're you sit, you grab it. As
You
my
do.
partner there does better than anybody, and learned from the best. And again, wasn't looking for these things, but I didn't have them in my collection, but I know Tom does and
Yeah.
he got one of them not too long ago, I think. And the first one that I got is this sucker,
Ah, nice. Yeah, cool.
which I know you got a few months back,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yep. A few
Yeah.
months back. Yep.
Yeah, not too badly priced. Picture disc, and playing this. This is actually like the longer dance version.
Yes.
This is not the
Right.
ballad; it's the
Oh,
dance version. Yeah, it's like 8 minutes or something.
crazy.
Didn't really. I was thinking it was the ballad. It's the dance version on the A side, and then
Okay.
in that same vein, I already had this. I had American copy of this, but this is a British pressing of the same thing.
Ah. Oh, very good.
It's a British pressing, so it's got the Parlophone label.
Hmm.
So it's a British pressing of the same, with the extended version on the one side, and then So the Love Songs and the ballad on side B.
Okay.
Which dance version? The extended dance version. It's like 8 minutes and 10 seconds. So really cool. I had not heard that in such a long time, so it was nice. Again, didn't think I would see it, but did my little thumbing through the M section and was like, huh, don't have
Huh.
this, don't have this.
I really dig those the EMI 12-inch
The British
sleeves.
ones,
I like the sleeves.
the sleeves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I've got
Um,
a few to show as well coming up here in a minute.
Yeah, and then this one I knew it was there, but I didn't. And I don't know how many of these you got. If you got any of these editions, so
Hmm.
I grabbed this. Now
Okay.
but this
Yeah.
is this
The
is
clear.
the clear. I did not
Yes.
own any of the clears. Did you?
Yeah, I have that one. Yes.
So, but now did you get the regular one too, or no?
No, no, no. I just got the clear.
Right. So they had a pipes of peace clear.
No, that was
So
great. Pipes of Peace was gray,
it
I
was.
believe.
Did you grab
Yeah.
that or no?
No, no. I just got the regular black one on that one.
But I saw this and I'm like, well, it's clear. I think it was like
Yeah.
$30. I'm like, I have like 6 copies of this record. I'm like, but I don't have it on the clear. I'm like, I'll get
Right.
it. So
Right.
those are my Maca finds today. Tom apparently has everything, almost
No,
everything.
no, 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 no. Trust me. Trust me. I'm still catching up on some
He,
stuff.
he is, but he's doing a damn good job for somebody who just
Oh,
started collecting vinyl in the last 10 years. He's doing very
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly. Listen, I've been
10 years.
really trying to.
When did you start again? 2011.
No, oh, vinyl? No,
Yeah.
no. 2015.
15. So you started in
Yeah.
15. You
Yeah.
started in 15. I started in
Yeah.
95.
Right. But you know what the funny thing is I was still getting some vinyls back in '95. Just not McCartney stuff at that time because I was just getting CDs. But every
The-
once in a while, I would still pick up a vinyl of something back then. But then, right around '95, '96, it was completely done. You know.
oh yeah, totally, totally. So I got some other stuff, but I'll wait for you to show your
All
McCartney
right,
stuff.
yeah. So I'll start with 45s here. Um, and like I said, I've been blessed with the amount of record stores that we have here. I
Mm.
mean, I took you to a handful while you and Ethan were out here, but I'm
And
almost got I'm almost caught up on the 45 singles of McCartney. But now I'm going on the offshoot stuff. Like for example this one right here, the Ferry Across the
oh,
Mersey.
you got it finally.
Yes,
Good.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
And this is what
great
I meant
version of
by
that.
we might do a show.
Now all right. It took me a minute, but
Right,
yes, we will. We are likely going to do a show on that single tying in with that Hillsborough disaster from
right,
1989. For those of you that might be familiar with it, if you're
right,
not, that charity single was done after the Hillsborough disaster between Hillsborough and Liverpool Soccer Club, and
right,
a horrible tragedy where 96 people were died. And Paul did that charity single version of Ferry Cross the Mersey with Jerry Marsden and Frankie Goes
right,
to Hollywood, and it's just a great version of that song. And I'm glad
right.
I got the 12-inch in Liverpool myself,
Yeah,
Tom,
right.
which I showed Tom, and then Tom just got it recently. Now you got that? Where'd you get that?
eBay.
Oh, that it wasn't at the store. That was in eBay.
No, no,
Okay.
I got that at eBay. Yeah. And then I just this is another eBay purchase as well, and I'm sure you'll know the McCartney connection on this one.
Oh yeah.
Do they know it's Christmas time? And if you're, McCartney fan, he's got, a bit on the B
The
side where you
on the B
tap him.
side.
Yeah, just here wishing, everybody, a happy Christmas or whatnot. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Sorry I can't be there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had never heard the B side before.
Oh, it's
So-
because it's got all the people like speaking in between.
right. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Tom. Happy New Year from down under. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining
Um,
us.
are we going
Here's
into politics? No, Ollie, we're not going into politics. Why do you ask?
yeah. So I didn't realize that there was three different versions of these, and then obviously I had to have all three, and that was the three different versions of
Oh, for figure of eight.
three of eight. Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the
Are those
you know
7 or 12s? Those are
these are
12 inches.
12s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's that one. And you got that one.
All
Figure of
eBay,
eight.
right, Tom?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've been having much success, so I figured just might as well keep going with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then there's that, and then we've got this one. I was really disappointed with because I've been looking for one, and the picture was misleading. But that's the
What do you got
81
there?
Columbia half speed master.
Columbia half speed.
Yeah, yeah. And as you see, I mean, there's some like lines in the on the cover there that I was really disappointed with because in the picture when I bought this, it was perfect. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I don't know if it was whether because of shipping or whatnot, but
Oh,
can
it's a
see
little
when,
ding. I can see it's a little
yeah,
ding there. Yeah.
yeah, but the record sounds great. So I'll hold on to it.
Is it a traditional Columbia Red label?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here you can't. Never mind. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is, right there. And then this is the show. This is going to be the first new show of the
Oh,
year
this
where
was the
we're going
big
to have.
score here.
This was the
Yep.
big score, right? Yeah, and that
Twin
was
Freaks.
Twin Freaks. Yeah. So,
Yes.
paid a pretty penny for that one. But we'll be talking about this record with our friend Kid O'Toole here, and
Yeah.
that'll be out in a week and a half or so, or just a little over a week. Hi,
Yeah,
Darren.
that's
How are you?
hello, Darren. How are you? Yeah, that'll be show number
Yeah.
one
Yes.
for 2022 with our friend Kit.
Right.
And I don't own Twin Freaks myself on vinyl. I have it digitally.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just one of those ones that has escaped my purchases. They're very few. I have just about everything, but
Right.
that one did just slip through the radar a little bit. eBay, right, Tom? Did you want?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that. Yeah, so those were a few things that I've been getting lately too. Rinse the Raindrops on Twin Freak. Yeah, it's funny how Rinse the Raindrops is over 10 minutes long on Driving Rain, but here on Twin Freaks it's the shortest song
That's it. Yeah. Right.
on the record. You know, so that was kind
And
of
like
funny.
maybe that one should have been on the album.
Right. I love all 10 minutes of
No, it's a great track, and
yeah.
Gabe told us a lot about that track when we interviewed him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they played that sucker for well, I think it was well over 20 minutes or whatever. They
Yeah,
just edited it down.
half
Half
hour they
hour.
said,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they just trimmed it down to 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so in the non-Beatles collecting world, I picked up two things. One that's been on my list for a long, long time, and I don't know if anybody out there is going to recognize this LP. I don't know. Tom might. I don't know. I doubt it. But
Mhm.
this is very Jethro Tull, sometime in New York City-esque,
Ah,
isn't it? But it's
yes.
not. This is, for those of you out there that know, this is an album by the Four Seasons, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, called The Genuine Life Imitation Gazette. And it came out in 1969. And it was basically the Four Seasons trying to channel their Sgt. Pepper Magical Mystery
Right.
Tour kind of Smile Beach Boys kind of psychedelia. And it's a really, really kind of cultish record. It bombed. It didn't do too well. But I like all that kind of music, and the Four Seasons do a really good job. It didn't do well because the Four Seasons
Right.
audience was not expecting them to be like doing psychedelic music for 1969. But it's pretty rare, and it's the newspaper theme before
Right.
Lennon did it, and
Well,
before Jethro Tull
yeah,
did it.
I mean, which one came out first? Was it the Thick as a Brick
Thick as
or
a Brick came
sometime?
out. Thick as a Brick came out first,
Okay. All right.
and then sometime in New York City. But this came out in 1969. So this is a pretty funky record, and I know that our friend out there, Ethan Alexanian, this would be right up his alley. So Ethan, if you're not familiar with this record, check it out, and maybe it's something we can talk about in the future. Hard to come by. It wasn't that expensive, but Four Seasons did better doing going disco than psychedelic. Yeah, Brad, they did.
Right.
They absolutely did. They absolutely did. And then the other one that I got today was, and I was only just stumbled upon this guy because I was telling Tom about it. I watched this Amazon Prime documentary on him, not knowing that much about him, and that's
Oh
Gordon
yeah,
Lightfoot.
Gordon Lightfoot. Yeah.
Never really knew that much about the guy, and watched it.
Mhm.
And I bought this. This is his classic album from 1970. If you could read my mind, and
Yep.
the documentary is the same name on Amazon Prime. And didn't really know a hell of a lot about the guy, but really interesting guy, songwriter. 83, still going strong.
Yeah. Now, was it free on Amazon Prime or did you have to pay for it?
No, it's free.
It's free. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you really should.
Hopefully
Beans. Yeah, see, you picked it up for $1. Yeah, see? Yeah, you picked this up for two. Wow, see? Now this was about 15, but for me, but see, you just got it also. Interesting to know that yeah, but you should definitely check that documentary out, Tom. You would dig
Yeah,
it.
we'll do. No, I will. I will. Jeremy, how
Uh,
you doing? Thanks for showing up. But yeah, I got a couple. I got a brand new record, or I'll get it on record eventually. But I'm a huge Neil Young fan, and he just released a new album called Barn.
Okay. Oh, is that a CD?
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah,
CD,
this is the
Tom?
CD. Yeah,
Okay.
this is the CD version.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Neil Young and Crazy Horse. I'm trying to get the glare out of there. So, but
Mm.
yeah, that's brand new. And then to kind of coincide with Neil Young because they were once partners in crime. This was the first LP by David Crosby. This is the
Oh,
greatest
yeah,
you.
that's the first
If
one.
I could
Yep.
only remember my name, which it's a great song. Sorry, great album. I think this is one of the better of the solo albums between Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yes.
If you will, they're all on here. Neil Young's on here.
That's when they were all
They're
still
all
talking to each other, right?
yeah, they're all still talking to each other. Absolutely.
Now,
Yeah.
do you have the Crosby Nash album? Do you have that one that where the two of them are together? I forget what that one's
No,
called.
because there was the first one was supposed to be a record store day release earlier this year. I think it was the first one in the summertime, but then it ended up just dropping it for some reason. So I'm hoping it comes out eventually because I would love to get it.
Mm. Yeah, but back when everybody was
Stephanie,
still happy.
hello.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I like the new Neil Young. So how you doing, Jack? How you doing, Stephanie? Thanks for popping in. Farrell, good to see you. But yeah, I mean, it's always just new music is coming up. The
Always.
Queen, Kid O'Toole recommended an album to me that I did pick up on CD. I haven't got it on vinyl yet. I don't know if it is on vinyl, but it's called Silk Sonic. And this is an album with Bruno Mars. It's very funky. It's very retro 70s. So I really, really enjoyed that a lot.
No,
So yeah. But yeah, there's just, always something. It's always
always.
something to buy.
There's always something.
Yeah.
There's always something. There's always something to get. I mean,
Right.
whether it is again, you stumble, you watch something, you listen to something, something catches your ear,
Right.
and you're like, oh, I'll check that out, and then all of a sudden you end up checking it out
Yeah.
and learning something new. I always say there's nothing better than discovering new old music.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, true.
it might be 50 years old, it might be 60 years old, but if it's new to you, the listener or the fan, then it's new for you, and if you enjoy it, then that's great. That's what it's supposed to
Hmm.
be.
Absolutely. And speaking of watching, I mean, I watched it the other day. You're halfway through, but if there's any Star Wars fans out there, we got the Book of Boba
The
Fett
Book
out
of
now.
Boba Fett.
Book of
Oh,
Boba. So, I was not really worried at all about getting Disney Plus or whether or not I would keep
I
it.
knew you
I had
wouldn't
the
be
feeling,
because
yeah,
you were
I
gonna
had a
love it.
feeling, yeah. And it's funny because we were watching it again at work, and because we got a TV set up at work, but and I enjoyed it. I mean, I know it's a little slow in spaces. I know I don't want to give too much away because I know you're still watching it or whatnot.
Mm.
But I remember growing up seeing comics with Boba, coming out of the Scarlet
The
Pit.
man survives the Sarlacc pit. I mean,
Scarlet
I
Pit,
saw that.
right?
That was
Right.
crazy. You
Yeah.
watch,
Yeah.
you see Return of the Jet. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Where?
Wolf It. Yeah.
Boom. That's classic. Han
Right.
throws him over, and that's it. He's done.
Yeah.
Well, not
That's what he
terribly.
did. Yeah. 4 lines of dialogue, and that's all we ever got out of Boba. But
And he's turned into this massive, massive character now in the
yeah,
Star
it's
Wars
icon,
universe.
really. It's
An
icon, really.
icon. And really that really started with the prequels, though. Obviously with with the clones being, obviously Jango Fett being the main guy that all the clones were cloned there and all that stuff. So that's the Boba Fett, legend kind of
Right.
until Master Mace just put an end to that. Boom, gone.
Right. Hmm.
Mace, this party's over. Love Samuel L. Jackson in the prequels. Love him.
Right. But yeah, it's just it's so frustrating to see the supposed badass, get meet his end so quickly.
I
you
know.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But
Right.
this feared bounty hunter.
Yeah. Exactly. And the same thing with Darth Maul too. In the first in the first prequel.
Well, I'm not going to go into
Yeah.
that.
Well,
But
no, because he does come back, but we wouldn't know
yes,
that until we watch the animated stuff.
or no. You had to see what the hell movie did he come back out at the end in? Oh, was that the Solo movie or something? He comes
Well, yeah,
back at
yeah,
the end.
yeah, exactly. But he was also in some of the animated. He was also in animated stuff too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Groovy Lisa, Happy New Year to you, my girl.
Yeah, but I knew, knowing you as I've known you, to be a Star Wars fan. Once you told me you were thinking about Disney Plus, I'm like, with everything being on there, you're going to keep it. And
Yeah,
some Beatle people canceled it, but to me, I mean, somebody who's a movies and television person,
right.
it's a home run. You can't
Right.
beat it.
Yeah, yeah, you got the Obi-Wan show coming up next year as well.
Yep. With
So
with you and McGregor, which is going to be
Ewan McGregor,
fantastic.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So looking forward to all that. Oh, you got to meet Jeremy, the original Boba Fett. Excellent.
I
I am jealous because I know he passed away not too long ago.
mean, what were the only lines he had in the whole friggin' original trilogy? What does he say?
He's no good to me
He's
dead.
no good to me dead in
Dead,
Empire
right.
Strikes Back,
Put
right? And
put
what else?
put put
Put
Solo in
Captain
the
Solo on the
Solo
cargo
in the
on
carbon.
the
Yeah,
carbon.
yeah,
That's
right.
it.
Well, and
That's
then
it.
I think there was two other lines too that are escaping me. But
He's all yours,
yeah,
bounty hunter.
yeah, because then in Return of the Jedi, I don't think he had any lines. You know,
No.
you see him,
Yeah, but
but that's
he
it.
dies. He dies early,
Right. What a waste of a great character. You know,
right? Yeah.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. I want to
Oh,
give a shout out to our friend Matthew Street, who sent this really cool postcard. Uh, so got it in the mail the
nice.
other day. Yeah, so pretty cool. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you, my friend. And check out his channel if you haven't already. Matthew Streets, it's a great channel. So what else is going on? So you had a good Christmas?
Good Christmas with the family. Yeah, just
Yeah.
hung out and watched some shows and got to see the nieces and nephews and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just taking it easy, kind of catching up on shows, Blacklist, Blue Bloods, all my TV
Oh
shows that
yeah.
I watch. I know we're
Yeah,
both
they're
big
really screwing up
Blacklist
with
fans,
Blacklist right now because they took it off for like a month and then they brought it
right?
back.
Yep.
And then now it's going to be off again in February for the Winter Olympics, and then it's going to be on a completely new night.
I think we're coming to the end of the Blacklist. I think this is probably going to
Right.
be it for them. Season
I
9.
thought it was announced that season 9 was going to be the last season.
Did they
Um,
announce that already? I don't know. It's
I
still
think so.
good.
Yeah.
It's still good. I mean, you're current, right? Are you current with it?
Yeah, we're finished the 8th season. We haven't watched any of season 9 yet.
Oh, so I'm not. I can't say
Yeah.
anything then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Say no
And
more.
there's only been like 5 episodes of season 9 so
Right.
far,
Right.
because they did like 2, then there was like a 2-week break, then they did 2 more, and there was a 2-week
Mm.
break, and now it's like December. Then there's only been 5 episodes of the
Yeah.
Blacklist. So
No, that season 8 of the Blacklist was amazing.
great.
Maybe
Yes.
one of the best seasons.
Agreed.
You know.
Agreed.
So
Yeah, James Spader. If you guys have never seen The Blacklist, check it out. It is such a great show. I got turned on to it now probably 5 or 6 years ago and binged watched it as well and got caught up with it. It's just a great show. James Spader is, I could listen to that guy read
Spader's great.
I can listen to him read the dictionary. He's such a good actor.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, Curse of Oak Island. I've been a fan of that since the first season, Tom. Haven't been able to watch much of the last 2 seasons, but I hope to catch up on it. But it does get frustrating after a while because they're digging so many holes to try find this treasure, and all they get like is this little piece here, a little piece there, a cross here, a coin there. So they're still looking for the main treasure there. So hopefully they do. But yeah, I enjoy the Curse of Oak. Actually, my wife got me one of my gifts for Christmas
Look at you.
was this book, Curse of Oak Island, right there by Randall Sullivan. Now he was on an episode of the Curse of Oak Island, and looking forward to going through this. I'll show you one more thing too. These 4 things that I'm going to show are a set, and my mom and stepdad are from Michigan, like I was from Michigan, and they were at a relative of my stepdad's relatives. They had a garage sale. They went there, and these 4 items caught my mom's eye, and she's like, "Oh, I got to get this for my son," and thank God she did. But but these are from 1964. Product of NEMS Entertainment, and these are I
Oh,
don't know if you can see.
nice.
Yeah. So there's Paulie. You got
Those are in good
John.
shape. Wow.
Yeah, they're in great shape. These, I mean, no, I mean, the person that got these put them away, didn't do anything with them, just kept them in great shape,
Yeah, but you got to frame them.
Oh, I plan on it. I don't have
You
any
got to.
wall space for it right now,
No, no, you
but
don't.
yeah, yeah.
Put them in the living room. There's plenty of wall space
There
in
you
there.
go.
I saw.
Yes, the wife will
I
love
know
that.
there's plenty of wall space in there. I saw. There's plenty.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Those are really
So
nice.
yeah, and I think Joe's got a set of these too, or buddy Joe Mayo's got a set of these. But yeah, I was beside myself when she showed me pictures of these, and I was like, yes, I want those.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah. So so yeah, I'm definitely gonna get those framed as well. So but yeah, I mean, I just went to my brother's and saw my niece and nephews as
That
well.
was
My mom and
you went.
stepdad are in town now, so
Oh, that was nice. So you
yeah,
went there for Christmas.
yeah, yeah. I went there and had a good time. Had a good meal and yeah, hung out and for a couple hours and went home. We took our time with Christmas. We slept in, so that was, I think this was probably the latest we've ever unwrapped presents. Was this past
What?
Christmas? We probably didn't unwrap them until noon, so 12
Wow.
o'clock. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, so we just took our sweet time and just rested. And my wife, has a pretty stressful job, so she just wanted to, get some rest before we unwrapped. So that was a
Sure.
good time. So one of the things she got me was the Steve Mateo Let It
Oh,
Be of
the
the
Let It
third
Be
and 33.
33 and a
Yeah.
third.
Yeah, yeah. We just recently had him on Talk More Talk for one of the I think it was the second Get Back review that we did. And
Right.
yeah, and then she got me a brand new tablet, so really happy for
Is that a
that.
tablet? Is that a tablet or an
Yeah,
iPad?
it's a tablet. Yeah.
Tablet.
Samsung, yeah. So
You're forgiven.
so yeah, yeah, thank you. Um you are forgiven.
Forgiven. You're all forgiven.
Yeah, so in a couple, she got me a couple movies as well. So that was really really nice of her. So we had a really good Christmas. We made a casserole, French toast casserole for breakfast, and that filled us up. So I had a bottle of wine. So
We had
so it was a good day.
yeah, we had prime rib, which was
Oh
damn
yeah.
good. Which
Oh
was
yeah. No,
damn good. I mean, I know
I
you
bet it
don't, but
was. No, believe me, I love prime rib, man. When I was a meat eater, I'd eat a. Actually, the funny thing was the night when I decided to go vegetarian. I think we were working I went there for the Stevie Wonder show in Vegas, and I decided that I was going to go vegetarian starting New Year's, and the last beef that I had was prime rib. That
wow.
was yeah, that was the last.
Well, if you're gonna go out with a blaze of glory, go
Yeah,
out with a prime rib.
exactly. That was the last piece of meat that I had was. Now I should correct myself because I was a pescatarian first, which was just a fish eater for
Just
protein.
fish,
Yeah, it
right?
was fish. I did that for like 6 months, and then I just cancel out. Well, okay. What was your number one
I think this is
pickup?
universal for the
Oh,
both of us. I think this is
yeah,
universal for the both of us. The lyrics book.
the lyrics book. Yeah, and then plus that Twin Freaks. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh yeah.
this was just a great find, and you know
Yeah, definitely Twin Freaks. The both
yeah,
UK,
but the
US
lyrics book,
versions.
yeah, yeah.
Lyrics book for sure.
Which you think you got the UK one behind you there still?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That. Oh yeah. This was a nice little pickup too. The
Hmm.
magazine. The
Oh
nice.
yeah, that's right. You got now. Where are those coming from again?
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands. Yes. Okay.
And just check this out on Facebook or online. These are made so well. I mean, he's
Right.
got back issues on there, full color. The whole thing is full color. The guy's got issues on every aspect of Paul's career, the albums,
Right.
and they're not that expensive either.
Right. Did you
But
start getting any of the back issues yet? Did you get any
I,
other
I
issues?
got a back issue on London Town. That was it
Okay.
so far.
Gotcha.
But
All
there's a
right.
ton. There's a ton of back
Yeah.
issues on there, and definitely check those out.
Hmm. Very cool.
Um, a lot of literature, a lot of release, a lot to read in 2021 with lyric
Right.
stuff and all the other stuff that's out there and the new books and stuff like that. But more to come in 2022, I am sure.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Beans, for that comment. I really appreciate that. And then now you get from the McCartney.com site, you picked up a couple of shirts, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing. This is my
Right.
pride and joy, my favorite album, Red Rose Speedway.
Right.
I got this. I got the Ram T-shirt, which I know Tom and I were talking about getting for a while.
Right.
Yeah, I got a slug. Got Band on the Run, McCartney now, Ram, Speed of Sound, McCartney 2, and then now this one. So yeah,
Excellent.
it's
Excellent.
good array of stuff. The
Right.
Ram one's nice. I could see you wearing the Ram one.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. Here, let's do what we did earlier. Now, I showed this movie on Joe's. Now, some of you out there know the answer because you were out there, so hopefully you guys don't answer. But one of the movies that I picked up recently was
Mm.
Rock and Roll High School, and it does have a McCartney connection.
Somebody in comments, please, what song's in that for
Right.
200 points? For about 3 seconds, you hear this song in there.
Right.
Come
Yeah,
on, come
exactly.
on.
Exactly.
Somebody chime in with it. I know you know it.
Right.
Come on. Oh, Beans, I think Beans knows it because he was on the
Yeah,
chat
yeah.
earlier.
Right. But yeah, I dig this film. I've been talking a lot about B films lately, and I've been thinking about doing a channel, a movie channel just on B films.
B films.
Yeah, yeah. And this would be definitely one film that I would definitely talk about. But
It's not girl
unfortunately,
school.
yeah,
It's not.
not
It's
girls.
not. It's not girl school. Jay Marty.
Yeah. And it
Um,
and it hasn't it still hasn't been officially released yet either, the song.
it is
So
not. I thought Paul McCartney might have had Christmas lunch with Andy and dinner with Tom to thank you both for your dedication to his music career. Yeah. Now, wouldn't that be nice?
yeah.
Although I would have had to change the menu at my house. Tom's, he
Well,
would have
you
been.
would definitely, yeah.
I would have had to change the menu. Tom would have been fine.
Right.
Tom Brennan wins. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Yep.
the song.
Yep.
That's the song that is featured very briefly, albeit in Rock and Roll High School.
And was
Yes,
that the for a Warren Beatty film, Heaven Can Wait? I think
correct.
that was originally was supposed to, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah,
Tom could have catered it.
right. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
So
nice though? So yeah, no,
yeah.
that's you should good. You're gonna just start that channel. You start that channel on your own.
Yeah,
Stuff.
yeah. I think I'm just gonna, yeah. When I finally get to that point, I'll do that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bagels and Marmite all around. Yes, Ollie.
Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah. So you just gonna we're staying in tonight, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do what I do best and spin some records and watch a little
Right.
TV. Finish Boba Fett. Watch some college football, which I think who's winning right now.
Oh, tell
Georgia.
me who's winning.
Georgia's winning big right now, 20-3.
Yeah. See, I didn't think, even though I'm from Michigan, I didn't think Michigan has a chance.
Yeah. I'd be tough for Michigan.
No,
Uh,
definitely. Andy's got the bigger record collection.
yeah. I mean, Tom's got more newer vinyl than I do, though.
Right.
Because Tom's been buying a lot of his vinyls. He buys basically all the newer pressings.
Reissues, yeah.
And the reissues. I buy some reissues and repressings. I have a lot of the vintage original stuff from the 60s and first pressings and so forth. But I've also been collecting longer than Tom. So I mean it's only natural. I mean, but he's only been collecting for the vinyl for the last 7 years and he's done a pretty damn nice job.
Yeah. But when it comes to movies, then I'm sure
not it. Yeah. movies, Tom with Tom. Well, see, what you don't see right now in YouTube land is on the other side of the wall there at Tom's. It's movies from one end of the wall to the other, and 5 rows too, like 5 rows of movies, all like to Tom's left. So yeah, he wins the DVD collection for sure.
Yes,
I have a decent amount, but I mean nothing like Tom. Tom got the yellow splatter. Which I saw today. I saw it today, but it was like $70, and I said,
You
nah.
did see it today.
I did, yeah.
Ah,
It was $70.
oh man.
We
Yeah,
we
that's
answered this earlier, Jeremy. Yes, we both have the book, all the
yeah.
songs, and we've
Yes.
checked it out, and we're gonna review it.
Yeah.
Um,
So
now,
here's the cover.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how much was that, Tom?
This is 30.
Yeah, see, this I think this was at least 60 or
Yeah.
$70 today.
Yeah, but probably because it's already out of print now. It's
Yeah,
so um but here you go.
that's a nice one.
Yeah. You know.
Favorite
So
Beatles,
yeah.
favorite Beatles or solo related movie? Tough one.
Yeah.
Um, Beatles. I'll go anthology, I guess, if I can, if that's allowed, and solo. I'm gonna go Concert for George.
Mm,
I'm
that's
gonna
a
go.
good pick right there. Concert for George, absolutely.
I mean, as much as I love Wings Over Rock Show, as much as I love Rock Show, Concert for
Yeah.
George is a pretty special film.
Yeah. See, Paul doesn't win all the time here.
No,
You
uh-uh.
know. But yeah, I mean, we should the Harrison Camp, I think in 2020 or 2019, they said that they plan on doing stuff for All Things Must Pass, which obviously came out. They talked about redoing Concert for Bangladesh. They talked about doing Living in Material World, and they also talked about doing stuff
Well, they
for the
redid that
70th.
already.
What's that?
Material World got reissued already and
Well,
redone.
yeah, but they're talking about doing a big box set for it.
Oh,
They're talking
a
about
big
box set.
box, a
Yeah,
box.
box
Okay,
set. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And they're
Material World
talking,
would be
yeah,
nice.
yeah. So
And I know
that's in the pipeline.
that's your co-host Ken Michael's favorite solo album, isn't it?
Yes, yes. That's his favorite album of all
Is that
time.
is that his favorite album of all time? Period.
Yeah, period.
Yeah,
Living in the Material World is his favorite album of all time. Yeah.
mighty
Uh,
praise.
so, but yeah, I mean, so it looks like I'm sure we'll get another archive release. From Paul, and it doesn't matter really to me what he does, just as long as he continues to release
Keep doing it.
these.
Now, did you see that article, Tom, where Giles Martin says that there are plans for Rubber Soul and Revolver to
Rubber
get
Soul
redone?
Revolver. I did see that. Yes, I did see that. So I would definitely welcome those two box sets if we don't get them next year, maybe the year after.
Because right
But
now, the Beatles well has got to be pretty well dried now. I mean, they've gone through all the major releases from the last 4 years of the group: Pepper, White
well,
Album,
yeah. I
Abbey
mean,
Road, Mystery.
I
I
mean they
mean,
yeah,
so
they could go back and do Mystery Tour and Yellow Submarine.
it could.
They could do like a joint effort with those two. With the technology that Peter Jackson used for the Get Back. I mean, they could use that technology on the first 4 or 5 Beatles records going
Yeah,
up going up to Help.
yeah.
So to give those a good remix or whatever they want to do.
This
With
hybrid
those albums.
this hybrid of
Right.
stereo and mono. That's what they're
Right.
doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. So exactly. So there you go, James. See, we're thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I don't think 2022 will pass without some sort of Beatle product. I don't know what it'll
Oh
be.
no. No, they're making too much money.
Well, we're gonna get the Blu-ray of Get Back. So we know
I would hope so. I would hope so.
that's been delayed, but we are gonna
Right.
get. So whether
None of,
that's only going to be the physical product release of the Beatles in 2022, I don't know, but we'll
well,
see.
I mean, none of the Disney. I mean, none of those Star Wars TV shows have gotten any Blu-ray releases from Disney Plus. The
No,
Mandalorian hasn't gotten any Blu-ray release. So in a
no, but
way,
Disney
I'm a
doesn't
little bit
own
worried.
this. Apple owns this. Disney does not
Right.
own it. Apple owns
They
Get
just
Back.
got the TV
That's
rights, I
it.
guess.
If
The
Apple
streaming
wants it,
rights. Sorry, the streaming rights.
Apple's putting it out. Disney has no say in that.
Right.
They just
Well,
said,
then
okay,
hopefully okay. Yeah.
just
We'll
put it
see.
out. We'll see.
Yeah. Maybe Disney, distributes it on Blu-ray,
Maybe.
which they're capable of doing because obviously they're releasing all of those Disney movies, so yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Disney's not interested in doing that because they know their market isn't going to buy DVDs or Blu-rays. So Apple's going to need to find another distributor for the discs. for that.
Possibly, but that's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter just as long as it comes out on a physical media. And
Yeah,
they have talked about the original Let It Be being released as well.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah, we got to get an archive release from Paul. So hopefully that happens. Doesn't matter to me which one it is.
No, doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's well, even if it's off the ground.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would welcome it. I mean, I wouldn't be as excited about maybe even a press to play box set because look, you got those demos of press to play with McCartney, Stewart, and Jerry Marotta. I mean, you can listen to those on YouTube, and they sound
Yeah,
excellent. Yeah, and then there you go, Beatley tones. Talked about sometime in New York
sometime at
City
City.
is
That's
coming out. I mean, Sean Lennon confirmed that earlier this year. So
yeah.
it's still going to be another expensive year. Any way you look at it.
It will. It certainly will.
Yeah. I mean, we've already got the wildlife 50th anniversary coming out in February.
The
They
half
just the
speed
Ringo,
that's coming
yeah, the
out.
Half
Yep.
Speed Master. We already got another Ringo book coming
Yep.
out. Next year. Yeah,
Which that actually looks kind of cool.
yeah,
It does.
yeah. I actually might order that.
Um, but I mean, listen, maybe he decides to go back and say, okay, I'm gonna come to peace with Broad Street and put it out in an archive, and he puts Broad Street
Mm,
out in one big package. Who knows?
right.
He might.
Yeah.
Maybe his team noticed our little our show where we reappraise Broad Street, and maybe we turn some heads, and
There you go.
somebody's, hey, put that out. Put
Right,
that out.
right, right. Ali, I don't see Tune In, the second volume of Tune In coming out until 2023 or 2024, to be honest with
War.
you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Beans. I think Press to Play would be an interesting box because not only that, you get the one song that still hasn't been officially released to this day, and that's Yvonne's the
Yvonne's the
One,
one.
which I love that song to
Tom, do
death.
you have the UK version, the of Tune In of the two volumes? Do you have that edition
No,
or
I
just the
didn't get
one?
that. I didn't get that. Yeah, I just got
I
the
still
US
I
release.
still have not finished that. I've had
It's a
that for years.
monster.
I
It's
haven't
a
finished it
monster
yet. It's
or a
it's two
whopper.
books. It is. It's two
Yeah,
books. I finished the one, but I have not finished the
right,
second one, and I've had it for years.
right.
And it was a great purchase to get that from the UK, and I think eventually it was made available electronically, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Um, I
It
I
wasn't.
didn't know. I thought it was going to get a US release there, but it never did. Hmm.
No, but that UK version of Tune In is. I mean, I have to. I'll make that the first thing I read in 2022. I'll finish the
Uh,
second book of that. I mean, is so well done, and
right,
it's but yeah. But to the I forget who asked, but about two. Ollie asked about Tune In Volume 2. Yeah,
right.
not for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just gonna chill out tonight. It's already 9 p.m. on the East Coast.
Eastern
So
Coast. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Gonna
so three
gonna
more hours to go for the new year, and
yeah.
yeah,
And yeah, that's it. No, it is 7 or 6 there. 7,
it's
right?
7, yeah.
It's 7, right? Because it's that weird time of the year where it's only 2 hours. It's not 3. I changed.
Yeah,
I know.
because Arizona is the only well, I think Hawaii doesn't do it either, but yeah, we're the only mainland state that doesn't participate in any of the time changes. So
Yeah. So that's it, brother.
yeah, that's it. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us for an hour. We really appreciate you guys. Again, this year has been our best year, audio and video wise. So thank you very much, everybody. We're gonna keep busting our asses and putting out shows that hopefully you guys will enjoy, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on.
We are. We
So
are. Thank.
yeah, so Andy, thank you for everything you do.
Happy New Year,
James,
brother.
yep, thank you, Ali. Everybody out there, Happy New Year. If you're going out, please be safe. I hope you guys have a good time too. But I'm gonna crack open a bottle of wine here and just enjoy the rest of
And
the
he's
night.
gonna ring out the old, ring in the new.
Ring out the new. There you go. There you go. Right Robert, my friend, thank you for being here, and happy New Year to you too. And guys, hey, listen, man, you guys make me speechless sometimes because I really appreciate you guys, hanging out with us. So thank you.
Yeah, 2022 and more two legs. Who would have thought? Who would have
Ding
thought?
dong, yes. Ring out the
Dang.
old, ring in the new. Everybody
Well,
out there, thank you. Andy, anything else you want to
no,
chime in with before we sign
happy.
off?
No, everybody be safe and thank you as always to all our usual people and thank you. Here's to the Knights. There's another
It's
good one.
perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah.
Here's to the
Yeah.
Knights. Very good. No, thank you to everybody and be safe out there and we'll see you all in 2022.
All right, everybody, have a great day and a beautiful New Year's Eve night.
Happy New
Take
Year.
care.